The UK Samaritans charity is doing Brew Monday campaign, which highlights the Blue Monday myth. So as part of the Brew Monday campaign, I'm going to be building a cozy cafe in The Sims 4 dedicated to promoting mental well-being and community connection. I'm going to name this cafe the Simpático Sanctuary. So let's go ahead, get into the game, and start building. Alright, so we're in The Sims. I've chosen Willow Creek for this cafe, just across from the BFF's lot. This is going to be a cafe lot, so in your lot type you will want to, if you're following along or you want to build a cafe in The Sims 4 yourself, you will want to make sure that you have given the lot the cafe trait. So this is going to be a pretty simple cafe. We'll start off with a 6x6 square, and then to that I'm going to add a bit of a curve, just to give the building a little bit of extra personality. Actually going to shrink this down a bit more so that it is truly a 6x6, taking into consideration the curve. And it's going to be 2 stories, so we're going to go ahead and put a smaller second story up above. And I'm having some problems putting the stairs on the inside, so we're just going to put the stairs on the outside, leading up to the second story. And then up here, I'm going to put a nice fence in. We want this cafe to be cozy, warm, and inviting, with warm wood tones, plush sofas, and everything that we can add to it to add to the cozy feel. So to do that, I'm going to go through the styles, and we're going to choose patio, farmhouse, vintage, cute, storybook, possibly a little bit of boho, and a garden. We want wood tones throughout, so I think we'll choose the timber log fencing here in this really nice dark wood tone. Now, in order to get the fence up here to follow the curved wall, I'm actually going to have to draw some walls up here, so let me do that real quick. There we go. Done. I also want to put in some stair railings, which will connect up and just make the stairs look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more safe, and carry on that nice cozy feeling. Now, I'd like to give it a little bit of a breeze here, so we're going to go with the Tomarang breeze. Again, just to make it look nice and inviting and warm and cozy. We want it to be as warm and cozy on the outside as it is on the inside. And then I want to give a little bit of a facade here on the top, just to close off the flat roof a bit. And I've decided I wanted to do a little bit of a platform. I'm going to start off by putting a rounded platform on here. There we go. We put a platform all the way around it. And I've gone ahead and added a door just to make sure that the room inside is going to be accessible. I had to raise the floor up by 1. I did that by clicking on the room and clicking this up arrow button here to raise the interior platform. Now you will notice that there is a little triangular bit there that I am going to have to camouflage by putting a plant or something there. Unfortunately, this is just the things that we have to do to work around the curved platforms and curved rims in The Sims 4 because it is quite buggy. But that's okay. It'll be fine. The atmosphere that we're wanting, as I mentioned before, is warm and inviting, embracing nature, and fostering openness and connection. Now, to do the openness and connection, to foster that feeling of openness and connection in this cafe, we've opted for a open floor plan. We want the warm and inviting atmosphere, which is going to be done by windows. Lots of windows. We want natural light with windows, skylights, warm wood tones. So let's see. Now, I do like the idea of the Eye of the Beholder, but I think with the freeze, it's going to be a little bit too tall. So let's go ahead and go into the short windows. I really like the idea of the curved windows. I think that's going to add a lot of personality to the build. So I'm thinking we could go with the double window here, double window for double blessings from Cottage Living. It is super, super cute windows. And I'm thinking alongside this wall here, do the large Agatha Christie's literary window. Just here on this long section of wall. Gonna have to scooch this window here by the door over a little bit and scooch the door over a bit as well, just to stay away from this curved section, which is, like I said, a bit annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do in this game. Now, I want the counter to be along this side. Because of the stairs, this wall here can't have any windows. So I think that's a really nice spot there for the counter. That way we can put more windows along this side here. And I'm thinking we can go ahead and put in 2 of the Agatha Christie's windows there as well. And then upstairs, I'm going to go ahead and grab this door again. And since it's a smaller wall and also to match the downstairs, I'm going to use, once again, the smaller window here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 of them there, just to cover up the entire wall. And then here we're going to go ahead and put another double blessings window. And the reason for that is we're going to need a bathroom. I'll put a small bathroom just here. It is going to be a very small bathroom. It's going to be a 2x2. And before I forget, put another door here on the back so that our Sims can actually get into the upstairs area. So far, so good. And we will decorate it up in a neutral tone. I'm thinking going for some masonry or rock and stone. Maybe the Stony Brook. And just going with a nice white, so that we get this nice stony color. And for once, the game actually put the brick where it's supposed to go, which is absolutely fantastic. And then on the outside, from the greenhouse kit, I'm thinking the greenhouse pavers are a perfect fit for this build. We'll do the gray just to match the gray stone on the facade. There we go. I really like the looks of this. And then up here on the roof, I'm going to put a half-gabled roof. Because like I said, we want skylights, and the game will not let me put in a skylight without doing a little bit of a cheat. So I'm just going to do that, and then go with the ornamental scrollwork glass roof. And that gives us a really nice look. In the room below, you'll be able to see the light will shine through into this room, as you can see here. Okay, and for the floor, we're gonna leave the upper story, the roof, concrete, but I'm gonna darken the concrete a little bit. For the balcony, I'm thinking of adding in this out to pasture grass, just a little bit of faux greenery, just to bring nature into the cafe just a little bit. And then on the roof, I'm wanting to add in a few little industrial things that you would find, you know, in a regular business. So we'll put up here a bit of HVAC vent with exhaust fan. And I'm thinking this rooftop solar panel. And maybe just tucked in here, right there in the corner, we'll put in from Eco Living, the classic roof wind turbine. Now, these 2 items will provide power to the cafe, so it will be primarily off the grid. There won't be as many bills for Sims that own it. And because these are roof decorations, they will not break down. So we don't have to worry about putting access up here. And of course, we need a sign saying that this is a cafe. So let's go ahead and put it right here, built into the railing on the upstairs balcony. And then how about some little planters to put along the windows. And finally, a few nice little awnings for outside seating. I also love the looks of this fencing from the world of Tomarang. So I'm thinking that we're going to incorporate it a little bit into this build as well. And because I want this to look like it's right up against the sidewalk, I'm going to very quickly move the lot. There we go, that's better. We're wanting to embrace nature with this build. So we're going to place a little bit of greenery outside as well. I really like the looks of the artisanal lattice. And we're going to match the color of the awnings here and go with reds, yellows, and oranges. And you remember when I said I wanted to camouflage this little triangle that we can't fill in? We're going to start doing that by putting in some ivy. Just a little bit here, climbing up the wall. And in a little while, when I get to floor decorations, we're going to disguise this even more. Now, I really want this lilac and lanterns tree. One, it will take up quite a bit of room on the slot because it is a fairly large lot. But it also adds to the cozy nature feel to the build. And at night, these lanterns will glow, which will add to the warm and inviting atmosphere even more. And the way things work in this game, the fencing, you'll notice, because it's debug fencing, it kind of hovers. So to hide that a little bit, I'm going to put in some napaka bushes just along the edge here to make it look a little bit more natural, right up against the edge. And then up against this edge, since we can't put the island living trees in, I'm going to go ahead and put in this Tahitensis bush. Again, just to cover up the bits that need covering and hiding. And because I'm not 100% certain that Sims can actually climb over the platform, I'm just going to put in some stairs here, just to make sure that Sims won't have any problems. And then just to add a little bit of depth and color, we're going to add what's got to be my favorite debug flowers from Strangeville. These outskirt flowers, 01. Just add them in here and there amongst this bush. Now, because we want this to be warm and inviting and foster a atmosphere of self-expression and inclusion, we're going to put in a chess table. This will encourage your Sims in your neighborhood to stop, play a game of chess together. And we're going to tuck that right here along the side. There we go. And then in the front, we want quite a bit of outdoor seating. So I'm thinking of matching the aesthetics of this and going with the village pub table for outdoors, as well as a little picnic table out here as well, I think. And upstairs on the balcony, we're going to make this a little bit of a Zen garden for mindful moments by adding in a pillow for deep thoughts. This is the meditation pillow. Gonna put in the rainbow swatch there for it. And then I'm gonna add in a few little plants up here just to make it a nice, secure, private-ish area where Sims can come up for a little bit of a few mindful moments. We're gonna leave the outside for now and go inside. And again, we want a fairly neutral wall and floor just to make the rest of the build stand out even more. So we're going to go for the flooring. Again, keeping it warm and inviting with wood tones. We're going to go with I think we'll go with the chestnut planks throughout. There we go. Except for the bathroom where we'll put in some tiles. We'll give them the rustic glaze tile in the bathroom. We'll do the two-tone wall without wainscoting or trim for the bathroom as well. And because it's so small, I'm going to give it a nice light tiling colors there. And then downstairs, I like the looks of the stones in stacks just along this wall where the espresso bar is going to go. And then part of me wants to do the rustic trim for the rest, but looking at it, I don't think it quite matches with the aesthetics of the rest of the build. So what I think we'll do is add these brick walls throughout, like so. Now we do need a bathroom door, and there is one specifically that I'm thinking of that is a unisex bathroom door. So we will use that. We got the featureless fiberglass door. So for the cafe itself, there are a few things that we need. We have enough tables, but we are going to put in some tables inside as well. But we do need an espresso bar. And there's the Easy Energy Espresso Bar or the Easy Energy Espresso Bar collection. That has everything that's needed for the cafe. So we're going to go ahead and use that just to save a little bit of time. And I think we'll go here with this nice red look. And just put that right there. So we now have literally everything that we need on the espresso bar automatically. We need some more dining chairs, as well as sinks, a toilet, and a bin. And I love this boardwalk trash can, so I think we're going to put it outside for outside waste disposal. Actually, I'm going to put this inside. I know it's weird, but trust the process. And then for outside, there is this trash talking recycle bin that came with the Snowy Escape pack. So we're going to go ahead and use that outside as well. And I'll put that right there. We don't really want Yama-chan on there though, so let's choose a different swatch for it. There we go, we'll go with that yellow-orange color. Just keeping in with the yellow, orange, and red color scheme. Like I said, we do need a few more tables in here, so let's go ahead, get some tables and seating. Now we want this to be a place where people can connect and be comfortable, so warm and inviting. So I'm thinking along this wall here. I really wish we had curved sofas in The Sims, but unfortunately we don't. We do have something that is a little similar, almost curved. And that is the window seats. There are a few window seats that we can choose from. And I am thinking of just putting this one here for a nice little corner booth. We can disguise this edging here with some plants in just a minute. So I'm thinking of putting a cute little coffee table here. Might go with this mirrored one. And then a nice comfy armchair right here next to the sofa as well. And I'm thinking of putting that just right there. And like I said, to kind of hide this weird gap because of the curved window, what I'm going to do is grab some plants and just slot them in and hide them. So give me one moment, I'll just go and try to find some nice plants that I can use that will fit. Okay, so what I've done with this corner here is I've gone ahead, I've added a nice patterned rug that matches the color scheme of everything else in this corner, and to camouflage and cover up the little gaps between the wall and the sofa, I put in some of these plants from the horse pack, which I rather like. And they fit in quite nicely there, and they don't clip through the walls too much. And I've also added here on the windows some of these succulent planters just hanging over the windows there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and cover all of the windows here in these vines. I absolutely love this from the Blooming Rooms kit, the Fine Vine Curtains. If you want to add greenery to your build, these are definitely the way to go. And for down here, I think that's pretty much all we can do, because it is such a small area. We have kind of run out of seats. Let's go ahead, let's go upstairs and see if we can add any more tables. Keeping in mind that I still need to add in 4 dining chairs, so we need at least 2 tables up here. Before I put in the tables though, I am going to go ahead and put in the Fine Vine curtains up here, as well as those succulent curtains that I really like. Now I'm gonna add in a gaming table. We don't really need any more dining tables because we've already got as many as we need. And then here in this corner, I think I'm just gonna add this cute little round table from the Paranormal pack, just right here in the corner, and we're gonna add a couple of chairs right next to it. We're just gonna stick with the Wicker Whims dining chair, since those are the ones that we're using outside. Make sure that there's a path here where the Sims can get to the little wellness area outside. Finally, I'm gonna put a few little wall decorations upstairs and downstairs, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so wall coverings. I finished putting up the vine curtains and the succulent hangers on the windows. Wall coverings, I've put in a trans flag, and down here, the inclusive LGBTQIA+ flag. Added in a little drinks poster here, a little reading decal there on the wall, and a few rugs under the tables just to add a little bit more color and pizzazz to the build itself. Now we've got to do this bathroom. So let's go ahead and do the sink and toilet. That's all we need for the bathroom. So I'll add that in, as well as some lighting around the build. Okay, so I have put lights everywhere in this build. Let's make it night so that all the lights come on and we can see the build as it's intended. So here we go. Along the outside, we've got rainbow lanterns going all the way around, well, most of the way around the platform. And then we have the lilacs and lanterns tree with all of the lanterns there nicely lit up. Up on the balcony, we have some jars with LEDs in them, decorating both the sign and the balcony itself. And then moving inside, we have all of these little lights. I raised them up and put them all along the ceiling in this room. And then I also, from high school years, took this canopy and put it up on the ceiling as well, just to give this little nook here a bit of semi-privacy. And then because I can never get the camera to work on, first camera view to work on the upper screen, we're going to go into build mode here and hover. So I've got these really snazzy star ceiling lights that I added in to the upstairs, just there in the corner, as well as here in this corner. Some nice bohemian style lighting there. And then we've got some more wall mounted lights with jars with LEDs in them. And then I decided to go a little bit glitzy for the bathroom and put in a crystal chandelier. Because the bathroom needs a little bit of decoration, I put in the dog and the cat motivational posters, as well as this succulent wall hanger here just above the toilet. Just gonna add in some toilet paper, because of course you need toilet paper in any self-respecting toilet. And my friends, I think that is it for this build. And there we have it, my friends, the Simpático Sanctuary Café, a judgment-free zone where Sims of all ages, backgrounds, and experiences will feel welcome. Just to remind you, this was done as part of the UK Samaritans Brew Monday campaign in a bid to counteract the harmful myth of Blue Monday, which is the 15th of January 2024 this year. I will put the Samaritans donation link down below in the description of the video, so if you are able to donate to this wonderful and important mental health cause, please do so. My goal for this campaign is 100 British pounds, and I'm carrying it through to the end of January. So again, please click the link in the description if you are able to afford to donate. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you in the next one, and I will put this build up on the gallery. I am Miradragon over on the Sims 4 gallery. Please feel free to upload the build and put it into your world if you wish to do so. Thank you again for watching. Bye for now.